Hi Cancers, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your mid-monthly love reading for January 2017. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for all of your likes and your shares and your subscribes. And if you'd like to order a private reading, you can just click on the link below and get that ordered. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Cancers for their love life for the second half of January 2017? Cancers love life. And I'm using the Anna Kay Tarot deck. Interesting. All right. Well, for starters, you are coming from the first part of January with the moon energy. Okay, this is a watery energy, and this is an emotional state. Okay, so you're feeling kind of emotional in your head a little bit, worrying about things, worrying about your relationship, worrying about where it's going, worrying about if you're going to get into one. Okay, maybe feeling a little bit lonely if you're not in a relationship. But you very well may be getting some messages, okay, or giving messages, Cancers, because this is your primary card for the second half of January, and this is the Page of Cups, and this is somebody that is bringing you messages, or you're bringing messages to them, okay, and they're emotional messages, okay. The Page of Cups is a younger energy. Maybe somebody that's younger than you or has a very youthful energy to them. You may be like this also. But yeah, they're bringing you messages regarding love, okay? Regarding a relationship. If you're single and dating, you may be meeting somebody and then they come forth. Like if you're feeling lonely, you're going to start putting yourself out there in the dating room, and then you're definitely going to be meeting somebody, and then they're going to be communicating with you. And this could be a very good relationship, okay, if you're single and meeting somebody. If you're dating somebody, it could be a water sign. And then also, if you're in a long-term bond, you have a great relationship, because what's crossing this Page of Cups, your primary position, is the Two of Cups. This is the card of love. It's a card of giving and receiving love, sharing your emotional bounty, wanting to be together, okay? Could be considered a soulmate connection. It can also be considered a prosperous, healthy business relationship also, but since this is a love reading, I'm going to be focusing on the fact that this is love entering your life. So this is the benefit, okay? If someone's coming to you with messages, they are very much into you. If you're in a current relationship and you had a period of time, especially since Mercury was retrograde, you had a period of time where there was the loneliness feeling, they're going to be coming back towards you, and you guys will be reconnecting, okay, on an emotional level. So that's beautiful. And then we have the first major arcana card, which is grounding your reading for the second half of January, the Magician. And this means, you know, kind of new beginnings all around, but also taking those beginnings into your own hands, okay? This card can also mean, it can, okay, don't take this in the negative aspect, but it can also mean trickery and manipulation also. So just kind of be aware of that. If you're maybe trying to get back together with an ex or something like that, and then they come forward with messages, or you bring messages to them in hopes to get this type of love connection back because you're feeling lonely, you want to be careful how you're communicating, because you don't want to do it in any sort of manipulative way, okay? I'm not saying that you are. This with these two cards here and then the Magician, this really is speaking to manifestation and new beginnings all around and kind of starting a whole new cycle in your relationship. But just be aware that it can mean that if you're in the group of people that maybe are trying to get their ex back, or if their ex is trying to come back. Okay, just be a little bit aware of this. It doesn't mean that there's ill intentions at all. All right, it just means that somebody, one party, feels compelled and feels like they have the power and the skills to be able to bring messages forward in an attempt to get the love back. All right, and the only reason why I'm pointing that out, that kind of sneaky side of the Magician, I'll say, is because what's crowning the second half of your January is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so there is probably some sort of reason, Cancers, why you're feeling emotional at this level, and it's because maybe things aren't going your way, or you're feeling like luck is really not on your side in terms of love. Okay, if you're single and looking, this is kind of your center focus. Someone's definitely bringing you messages, or you're trying to reach out to somebody, and it may not be going the way that you would like for it to go, or it may not be going as smoothly, or you're feeling like, why aren't they communicating with me? What's going on? All right, so there is an overall sense of feeling that things aren't really going your way, a little bit of sadness, feeling that you or they have the power to make some adjustments. Okay, but just be aware of that a little bit, because in the future we have the Knight of Cups reversed, and this is really a sense of wanting somebody to come forward with initiation of a relationship. If you can see here in this card, this is, if this was upright, which it's not, but if it were, he's kind of looking in on his lady and wanting to make some sort of approach to her to show his intent. Okay, because this is the card of initiation and proposition. So he's out in the garden, he's picking all these flowers, and he's all excited because he's going to bring them to her to show her his intention. Now this is reversed, so you're wanting this to happen, but it's not happening, at least not at the rate that you're wanting it to. Okay, and that's why I'm sensing, Cancers, that this might indicate that you're wanting this loving connection, so you're trying to maybe manipulate the situation a little bit by how you're coming forward with somebody. Okay, but don't ever underestimate effort either, because if you're interested in somebody and they're trying to you're trying to communicate with them to make a relationship happen, or to show interest, that's great, because it doesn't mean that you're trying to be manipulative at all. Okay, it just means that you're wanting to communicate with them. And then this is how you're feeling about the situation, which is the Justice card reversed. So you're feeling injustice. You're feeling like, why aren't they talking to me? What's going on? Why is my partner, if you're in a long-term bond, why is my partner not responding the way I would like them to to my approaches? Okay, I'm trying to approach. I'm not being super direct with it, but I'm needing more from them. I feel like maybe they're really not interested in me, or they're losing interest. Okay, and on that note, Cancers, they are feeling a little bombarded and bound, because this card in this position speaks to how your partner or your interest is feeling about the situation and you. And the Nine of Wands speaks to feeling like they want to close themselves off. They're feeling kind of beaten down and stressed out, so they kind of pull away. Wands can indicate water or fiery energy, and maybe a fire sign, and they're kind of hiding behind all their activities and everything else besides you. Okay, he's actually looking towards you, looking towards your actions. All right, so don't work too much. Okay, don't try too hard if you're trying to reach out to somebody, because they could feel a little bombarded by the communication. Okay, now your hopes and your fears is the Two of Pentacles reversed. This speaks to being afraid that they are maybe involved with somebody else, or that they are wanting to go out and kind of juggle multiple relationships. But the fact that this is reversed means that they're definitely not doing that. And it doesn't mean they're fully interested in you either if you're dating or you're having some issues with the current relationship. It doesn't mean they're out cheating. It doesn't mean they're out juggling relationships. They may just be busy at work, but this is showing they're just doing them right now. They're not really juggling things, other people besides you. Okay, so don't be afraid. This is your hope and your fear. So you're hoping that they're not doing this. And this card also speaks to the fact that they're probably not. All right. Four of Cups in your outcome position, Cancer, and this speaks to someone not being bored. Okay, they're not bored with you. They're not turned off by you. Your partner or your love interest is not complacent about the relationship. Okay, they're present. They might not just be reacting the way that you want them to be. And so if you're forcing this communication, or if they're forcing it with you, don't feel like there's an injustice. They may just be needing a little bit more space. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeking, what I'm feeling with that. Your partner or love interest, just give them some space. All right. Keep in mind, this is only for the second half of January. All right, let's look at some overview cards. Socialize. I thought that was Three of Pentacles. It's Ten of Pentacles. Focus on yourself. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your success, okay? Because through the success comes happiness and fulfillment and joy, okay? Nine of Cups. You're feeling like your wishes are not being granted, but keep in mind, Cancers, this is only for the time being, okay? You're not getting what you want at the rate that you want it, and that is okay. Okay, you can't expect people to. I'm sensing that there's this urgency this anxious urgency in this reading, that you're wanting something to happen and it's not happening, or you're not trusting how it's happening. Okay, so let this energy go. You're really stressed about you getting what you want, and maybe needing to focus a little bit more on creating your own happiness, and it doesn't really involve a person. You have to create your own happiness outside before other people can come in and embellish your lifestyle, okay? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is somebody, it could be an earth energy, okay, that is successful at life. This is how I always read this card. Everybody kind of reads this differently, but she's very successful at life. She has everything that she wants in life, okay? She's in her garden of bounty, all right? And but she's alone, and she's liking being alone. But when it's reversed, I always read this, that she has everything in life, but she doesn't want to be alone, okay? She's ready for a relationship. So this could be your energy combined with this, and really feeling like your hopes and dreams in a relationship department are not being fulfilled because they're not giving you what you want at that specific time. So patience is really the key word to use for this reading for the second half of January. All right, have patience with the relationship, okay? Don't mistrust, don't worry, don't feel like you're not getting what you deserve, okay? They could have something else going on in their life, and their life may not fully revolve around you. And there's ebb and flow in relationships. I always say that. So give it time, be patient, and go from there. All right? Thanks so much, Cancers. Enjoy the rest of your January, and I will see you in February. Thank you. Bye.